until I can get home.
Oh. Hey.
So which one is this?
This is ambulance. We have the area for patients. These are beds for patients, and we'll have self-contained bathroom for each of the beds. We also have like bed 2, we have the bathroom down there that was also renovated. Bed 3, we have the bathroom here. This is a dolphin area where you get dressed to come and see your patient, and then you won't exit the same way. You enter from here, get dressed here, see your patient, and pass out to the other side we are about to go.
This was the most needed place in Ebola.
Yes. During the Ebola, this was sadly needed and was used, but it broke down completely. Nothing was here. Again, we were not using it. So we'll go there.
This is the old one, right?
This is the old one I was reading. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Nightly Exchange on Liberia Watch News. Welcome. Hello, good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are. Right? Because we're what time is it in Australia? It's probably
Don't
like
ask
day.
me. I don't know.
It's probably like
Yeah.
the daytime in Australia. So good morning, I think, in Australia, or good afternoon. Whatever you're watching us from. This is Liberia. This is the Nightly Exchange, and we are streaming on Liberia Watch News on YouTube and Facebook. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel, and follow us on Facebook, something like that. Friend us on Facebook, however y'all say it. What is that, John? And once you get it, please share the show. Share, and share. Please let everyone know we are on. Let your family know, let your friends know, let everybody know that we are back on today. Here, this is the independent platform that we all come here to talk about Liberia every night. Um, talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of our country. Anyone can come up here and join us to talk about Liberia when you feel comfortable to do so. If not, we can also appreciate you being in the comment section, sharing your thoughts, giving your points, on the topic, on the discussions, and just sharing the show. That'll help, to grow our community. That we appreciate it, and we don't take you for granted, right, Ray? So I'm here with Ray. And Ray, say hi to the people and tell them, oh, let me start the show. Go ahead.
Hello,
He's
people.
like,
Can you hear me?
oh,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and
Hello,
clear.
good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are tuning in with the Nightly Change with our beautiful host Amy. On Labro's Watch News. So we are here and we are glad that you decided to tune in with us again for another late night edition of the Nightly Change. We are here and we definitely appreciate your company. Yeah, participate in the discussion, whether in the comment section Or guess what? You can also join us and be a panelist. We can have a
Mhm.
discussion. Talk about Liberia. It's all of our business, and we are here to discuss Liberia. So thank you once again for tuning in. Amy, back to you.
Yeah, we're encouraging like maybe 2 more citizens to join us. We thought we had citizens on here, but obviously we don't. So we are recruiting 2 more to join us and talk about Liberia. And the ones that want to be in their feelings and sit back, they can do so. But I think please, if you want to join us, and I mean, we're not recruiting special people, but it'll only be fair to the discussion, you know, to have somebody from the CDC to be up here with us and discuss the issue. Yeah, today we have a lot. Welcome, Tanu. Tanu to the show. For those of who, like I always say, who we are not seeing, who are not commenting, and we're not seeing you, we also appreciate you. Welcome as well. Terry, can you turn your phone on the side? Maybe I'll give you a bird of view. Kind of like if you turn it. Yeah, it's better like that.
If I do that, I'll come out here. All right, let me move back a
Yeah,
little.
yeah, cheer. Can you screw it down or you can?
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
cheers.
I think I can do that. Let me see.
Yeah, if you go down a little bit in the chair.
Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I'm not in my actual space today. So this gonna wear off a little bit. I don't know. How does it look now?
We'll take it.
I mean it's okay, wait. Let me do something else. I'm trying my hardest. How does that feel?
Yeah, you look better
Look
than the way
better?
it was just looking like a box straight up. This one looks
Yeah,
better.
yeah, I know. It also had that like black side of it too. It
Hmm.
kind of look weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad
So
to be here again.
um, you know that there's been a lot of things going on in the country. Busy day, busy week for the president and his the vice president as well. Um, dedicating. People are crying wolf. We are this, we are that. But anyways, well, there's this topic that we've been skipping throughout the week. I think we've been wanting to talk about it, but it just been, refusing to come on the menu because we're always running out of time. So I think we're gonna start with it today, which is the amendment to that bill that the bill the Senate is trying to amend the bill that gives the statute of limitation to corrupt officials 5 years right now. It is whenever you commit a crime or you're caught in the act of corruption, you have 5 years statute of limitation from the day you commit the crime. If you're not caught, then you go. After 5 years, you're free to walk, right? So the Senate they are debating that some people want it extended, some people want it, just out there like that, no limitation on it, and that's what they've been debating because some people feel like, what if we don't call it? I mean, we never call it in time, and then after 5 years, these people can just walk, and it encourages people to do more stealing, and with the mindset of I have the chance of not getting caught, so they want to take that off. Some of them want it extended, and some want it taken off. So we'll start with the video of them debating that, and we will talk about it. Mhm.
that when a person commits a crime, and the commission of that crime is probably maybe successfully concealed deliberately, thereby depriving justice to the victims or victims, relying on the existing law, which we believe is time to review to serve as deterrent. The meat of our amendment, the current law says you do a crime, nobody not talk about it, nobody prosecute you. After 5 years, even if the evidence is available fresh, nobody can tell you again. We are proposing not the time the crime was committed, but the date from which it was discovered committed, the date of discovery. From the date of discovery, then the government now has the number of years to investigate for prosecution. And after that window closes, the government can no longer hold. The current law, maybe we're only looking at the issue of public corruption and political people, but this law is not just about public corruption, it's also about crime done in the private sector. All crime done to the president. This law as it is, if somebody stole somebody's car, that person is not a public official. It got nothing to do with government business. The person hit that car for 5 years. After 5 years, you discover that that person stole the car and you can see the car and link the theft or the commission of that crime to that person. There is my contemplation of the law that 5 years in, you can't do anything. But from the date of discovery, if I'm 25 years old and I committed a crime, that is a felony, 2nd degree, and I turn 60 years old, and at the age of 60, they discover that I committed a crime when I was 25 years old. At the age of 60, the date of discovery of the crime, prosecution, investigation for prosecution begins. What that would do, it will serve as a deterrent for us to reduce the commission of these acts that hurts the public trust and hurts people, hurts the country. That means it will be a deterrent that says, no matter how long it takes, the thing I'm doing, they may catch me in the future, so let me not do it one time. That is what we seek. The only reason why almost every lawyer seems to be a personal interest law by perception, wage fund law by perception, because we are running a country that is politically polarized. Everything political conception or mentality runs into it. Everything. It was separating the sheep from the goat. Maybe the time the law was made, efforts were being made to prosecute crimes. In our generation, in our time, it appears that no effort is being made. Under the UP-led government, the first UP-led government, people committed crime and no crime. Under the CUP-led government, the commission of the crime was delayed until after 5 years before the CUP government in the second term said they carried the people to court. Let me show you them on the board of local. And the court struck the indictment down on the strength of the statute of limitation, say they can't do anything to the people, 5 years gone. But meanwhile, when the court was striking it down, the people were walking with a seat. They think that the government wanted to prosecute them up. But probably the government too wanted to clear the people. Because they knew that after 5 years, when you get people to court in the name of publicity, the court will use the statute of limitation to say you can't prosecute people, even though they're walking with an amount. They having the amount that you prosecute, you won't prosecute them for, but the law did not allow it. So the meat of this, we must make it clear, like the chairman said here, capital offense is already not bailable. So we did not touch capital offense. Capital offense is any crime committed by law that takes you to jail for life, or where death sentence is allowed by law, you are sentenced to death. That's capital offense. So in Liberia, treason, murder, a degree of rape, and armed robbery are being made capital offenses. The non-capital offenses like corruption crime and other aggravated assault, theft of property, and criminal trespass, and all that things. After 5 years, no prosecution. Even if the evidence is there. And why should I be afraid? That was the senator. He managed to rob the country 2-3 million, or a minister, or somebody in the private sector did that. Even if you in the private sector, when you see that crime against the state, you won't need to be in government. So let me use myself as an example. That was the senator, 9 years. He committed a crime, like corruption crime, and he able to conceal the information for 5 years because he stayed in that office. After 5 years, that information is out in the public that Taylor did corruption crime. Taylor took $2 million. The amount was Taylor. But 5 years ago, you can't do anything. Who is that hating? It's hating the country. So we make the reform laws so that we can guard ourselves and can serve as deterrent to would-be committer of this crime, that if you do it, no matter how long it takes, the day they discover you did it 10 years ago, the government gets time to prosecute you. It will help, in my view, and I hope it will be our view, to minimize and reduce the commission of this act. And I will submit for now.
Thank you, Senator Dillon. Senator Batikwa, followed by Senator Vampala. Madam Presiding, thank you very much. I indeed want to join previous speakers who commended the colleague who made this proposal to the Liberia Senate. I think it's very key. To me, it touches on very, very, very important factors. One of the concerns that I had is the issue of people deliberately, intentionally waiting for weekend before arresting people, just because they want them to be in jail beyond the statutory time, 48 hours. I didn't get clearly what the proposal, the new law is stating about that. I would really love to be clear on that. I take note. Committee members to take note. There's some concerns being raised. I want committee members to really be clear on that. Oh, that's because you mentioned in your a part where you're in China. But I present, thank you very much. The other concern I have that my colleague just talked about is the extension of this time to 7 years. My concern is, take for instance, the government that just left office spent 6 years. If they were opportune to be re-elected, they were going to stay for 12 years. So whoever committed crime in their rent could have been protected beyond 12 years. I would think the law should go 15 years. I think it should go 15 years to go beyond the tenure of this government, so that when another government comes, people that will be shielded by them can be brought to justice. We really need to tighten all of the schools on corruption, so that people will take it serious. You cannot take public resources and just go with impunity. I think it's about now. Let people see this government serious about corruption. My other concern is my colleague in his expose talk about the time of the commencement of the duration. He talked about discovery and commission. I think it should start from the time of commission. When the time you commit the crime and you run, you think highly, or you dare cover everything, it will go 15 years. If it is not discovered in 15 years now, then of course, God is on your side. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Patrick, Senator Fabla. Let me say thank you.
Amy, I think we should go through it as someone speak though.
I wanted to get on
Senator Patrick just on mine.
After her, I think.
Let me call my colleagues' attention
because they all have different views on it. That's why I want people to hear it.
I think many of us spoke about a strengthening judiciary in order to support development of this country. And we all know that corruption is one of the key things that have been killing our country. The issue of this statute of limitation has been played. Why we are concerned about my colleagues say witch hunt, but we have to have stronger laws to give the judiciary teeth to bite. Otherwise, when people do things, they just keep dodging the system, and the legal system is of such that people can play with any way to meet up with this time, the time frame allowed. When you look, you see people passing around free as though they have done nothing. What that does is others are into the position. They know that they will be covered in a way, they will be able to maneuver. But if you have a whole level of time, like Macaulay mentioned, 15 years, you're not going to survive 2-3 times. You will be brought to the law, and that will serve as a deterrent to will-be violators. So I agree with my colleague that we should extend the tenure so that people, especially on corruption, so that people who violate, who commit acts of corruption, can be held accountable over the period. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Fabla. Senator Yantoyen.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. Mine is not actually a comment, but it's a question. Then probably if I can be afforded the opportunity, then I am confused, Mr. Chairman of the Judiciary. This issue of as of the time of discovery, what does that mean in relation to the law? Because I'm confused between time of discovery and time of commission of the crime. So I don't know which one it is. Discovery and the time of commission, because it can be committed without being discovered. So I just wanted to know the difference.
But like you said, right? Once the crime is committed, it's not discovered, there's nothing you can do about it. Because you don't know. That means you don't know, right? You must know before you take action on it. So it's for the time of discovery, not for the time of commission. Because if you take the time of commission, then you make the time longer. Maybe the crime was committed 10 years ago, 5 years ago. You don't know. How will you
Okay. Time of discovery is good.
When you know.
Huh?
That's key.
Okay, that's good. Senator Nimlan. Followed by Senator
Yeah, let's just do
Coker.
him and one more person. Senator Coker, him and him, and then we'll stop it.
Thank you, Bruton. I'd like to thank the chair and some of the speakers that spoke here today. Senator Finley, Senator Cornyn, We have been here in this country for a while. Except the extension in years that's going to help us to deal with the crime, or it is our behavior as individuals in the government that will help us. The laws are there. The laws are very, very strong. How many of us here in this country that don't know that our colleague in government has committed a crime and we look at it to court, or the person goes to court and we go and bribe the court itself to free the person? It's not how many years that you are looking for this person. It's the transparency. It's the nepotistic behavior that we have in government that is causing the problem. It's not how many years.
That's true.
Since I've been in this country here, this government or any other government has not won a corruption case. But we all know that these people have corrupted in government. And we are the one that appointed them to the position of minister, of director. And then when they go to court, then we close our mouth and we don't say anything, but we have the evidence in our hand. And we don't pass it on to the judge for this person to be committed. As parents in this country, what encourages you to continue to pay your child's school fees is when the child continues to get promotion. So if this government had been prosecuting cases, the government won a case today of corruption, restitution will take place, the person going to jail. Then we say, the government is working. Let's extend it to another 2 years. Let's make it to 5 years. But you have not prosecuted anybody. You haven't done anything for anything. All the people continue to take money, nothing happened. They go to court, the court let them out. Then you want to go to 5 years, you want to go to 7 years. What's encouraging us to go to 7 years? We want to see an example of what this government or any other government will do in this country that will encourage us to start extending. Because the other problem that is my concern as of the time we did the confirmation hearing, the judiciary is not yet strong enough to deal with issues that have to do with transparency. The judge to be confirmed, that has been confirmed, has promised to reform the court. Let's see our court being reformed and strong enough to prosecute, so that those who have money to bribe the court, when they bribe the court, will say, no, I'm closing my eye on you, you'll be prosecuted. But that's not what has been happening, and that's not what is been happening. And I'm not sure I can support this case, because it's going to put most of our people in trouble, and the government is not doing anything. Thank you.
Okay, so after Koga will stop it.
Madam Pro Tem, thank you.
I don't get in trouble with the government. I have to get in trouble.
That is laughing that they better get to me. Like, you can be discussing serious.
That's something you give them leverage. You give them losing hand that they will maneuver anytime to commit crime because there is a time bomb. I think this issue need to be open. You commit crime, when they catch you, they prosecute you. There will be no timeline. For example, the Revenue Fund and Final Law, they have statute of limitation, 7 years. There are multi-millionaires that evade taxes in this country. But the clean final nomenclature, statute of limitation. As the revenue agent goes there to collect a revenue, knowing that the man have violated, he hypothetically take it small. He could set a budget aside for 7 years to take people until whatsoever fund he's supposed to pay the government, he laughs. So let us leave it open. Anytime, any government, if for instance, the Unity Party-led government is in power now, maybe there will be some labor with their colleagues to say, well, the person has done XYZ. If the next government comes and the government want to do the same friendship thing, another government will come when it is open to take action. So let us leave it open that whosoever commit crime, whether you go Israel, the only thing that will free you is death. When you die there, it means that they will not hunt you. So I think it will help the process.
I agree.
Minimize criminal activities in the country. Thank you.
So, guys, there you have it. I know everybody did not speak, but from what we listening to, the only person who opposed of this amendment is what's his name again? Nimlin, Senator Nimlin.
Yeah, at least from.
Yeah, his argument is that because people are not being prosecuted, so it make no use. Which I don't understand what he's trying to say. But what do you guys?
Agree with him, though.
What I don't know if I agree with him because
I would.
You can't see the government having won any case. They're trying to do it now, right? Even if the government has not won a case, like Senator Coker just said, maybe this government is not serious about fighting corruption. Who knows? The next government might be. So why are we having a statute of limitation on corruption? Why can't it just be open? Like when the day that it was discovered that you got something, it doesn't matter how long it's been, you should get prosecuted for it.
No,
I'm gonna get your thoughts on that.
Well, I think what Nimina is talking about over there, it makes sense to me because he's talking about now we have the statute of limitations set for 5 years. Mm-hmm. So within that 5 years, we have not even been able to prosecute within that. So why are we talking about increment if we have not even done anything with the 5 years? Then we're talking about 7 years, we're talking about 15 years. But you're not even taking any actions in 5 years. So it don't make any sense for us to be talking about increasing the 15 years, right? If we have not done anything with the
but isn't that the reason why you should extend it? If you haven't done anything in 5 years, you're not doing anything. Maybe you're not interested in fighting corruption. But maybe the next government might be. Isn't that why they're saying that leave it open? Why would you say because that's the last time President Weah came, he did not prosecute or any administration, people who were corrupt in it, right? What happened? The 5 years gone.
Oh yeah, but that's
President Boga is trying to do that now. Can he go all the way back to that? No, the 5 years is gone. So because President Weah did not do anything, so we should just leave the 5 years like that because somebody was not interested in fighting corruption.
Well, the interest is obviously we want people to fight corruption, right? The statute of limitations states that 5 years, right? Mm-hmm. And what Nimla is talking about, what Senator Thomas Nimla is talking about, in essence, is like there have not been, since he been in our country, there have not been no effort in fighting corruption, right?
You know that, yeah.
Right? There hasn't been any effort. Whether you have a statute of limitation of 5 or not even having any statute of limitation, there has not been an effort. So why are we offering a bill? Why are we forcing a bill? Why are we talking about increasing the number of years if we are not even doing the basic fight of corruption? So I totally agree. And look, we can agree and disagree on that. But I'm talking about, like, okay, so let's say if they vote on it and keep it at 15 years and no action is taken, how does it make sense? It's just wasting more time. But let me tell you this. When we talk about statute of limitation, and Delon struck a very important point. Like America here, right? There's no statute of limitation to any federal crime, except if you're not caught.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? You know, like even if you die, you'll be indicted in death. Okay? That's what we're talking about. But Liberia did just to show how that country have been looted, extorted, exploited, and just like stripped naked of every dignity that our nation should have. That's like what it is. And Nimla is absolutely right. There are a lot of people, including in that very Senate hall, they're sitting in there right now. What a coincidence that Senator Delon be talking, and guess who's sitting behind Corruption King Kong? You know what I'm saying? You know, like you see sometimes when God doing something and God can just give you a really good picture of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy sitting right behind him. You know, Alex Tyler, right? Sitting right behind, you know, when you're talking about this thing. The guy was so corrupt that he gave me the nickname of Corruption King Kong. That tells you how corrupt that dude is. Even the other guy that seen that they call Bill Terry, he couldn't even live a head up. Now I don't want that again. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we have sort of like normalized corruption in the country that nobody have any effort, including JMB. JMB need to, I'm not saying JMB is corrupt, but we are yet to see JMB mustering the courage to really indict somebody publicly for everybody to see. Our president will have to make example of this thing for corruption to go away. And I'm hoping that JMB will be that president that will really set that precedence. And I'm praying and hoping that it be the president that will literally put an end to this old age of way of life in Liberia. Because I'm telling you, if we don't publish shame politicians, corruption will continue to hold a foothold in our body politics. And new generation will come with that same mindset. That as long as you are able to maneuver through the process of a very rotten judiciary system, then you can make your way. You know? So this does not make sense. We shouldn't even be talking about statute of limitation in crime committed against the state. When people get to know about it, whether it's 20 years, 15 years, 50 years, you should be prosecuted because some people will live with that resources up to their death. So why should you enjoy corrupt money until your retirement, until you die? Why? There are a lot of people in Liberia right now that we know very well, all their wealth that they acquire over the years were through corrupt means. And then their children still continue to enjoy from it up to today's day. Why should that happen? And when everybody know it's an open secret, everybody know that they corrupted their way into wealth. So I mean, something just don't make sense. And lastly, before I leave, I hope our senator and representative can really take some cue into how the Senate of the United States and the House of Representatives in the United States deliberate on national issues and issues of importance. You have to apply some level of stability and seriousness to it. You can't be laughing when you're discussing these
and on the phones and stuff.
These serious issues. I mean, when last you ever saw a U.S. senator deliberating on these serious issues on their cell phone, literally on their cell phone, strolling on social media?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't show any seriousness. Children in school look at you guys as a role model. You can't be doing that, man. Then they be cracking joke, they be laughing. I say something. Y'all need to take that era serious. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Back to you, Amy.
Get it right. Pamela?
My brother 301 cracked on that.
Yeah, my man.
Man, when you just think about how much taxpayer dollars being used on those guys, and you sit down and you almost like you send your son to school every year, and the man can pass, the man keep bringing red marks on his report card, and you get a nod in your head. You say, why am I wasting my money for? So it's almost like that same scenario where the lawmakers, they're going over there year in, year out. You can see no difference. And the taxpayer will still paying them. They're getting all of the benefits. And that's the reason why you see, just today again, I was scrolling and I saw Manny Cody just been on his vacation, but he been throwing things out for people to watch. He said, like, Brimpo, you open your eye. Then he listed the salary. He said, see in Africa, how much lawmakers are making. Liberia, a poor country,
make the highest.
Rich in only our own resources is always considered as an audio resources. It's audio. You will see the country rich. Yes, it is rich. You can only know by our lawmakers and people who working in government. That's why P.L. Lumumba said the source of ill-gotten wealth is political leadership. As soon people get into power, the first thing that crowd their mind is to embezzle. And look, the issue about corruption should be something that we should not even discuss on any statute or limitation.
Absolutely.
There should be no statute. Nobody should, they guys then crafted that particular thing to shield themselves or protect themselves that they were going to loot, and then they will delay the process until that particular time reaches, and then you can go after them. And I like what Senator Koga said. He said, let's get open it. Let's get leave it open.
Yeah, I like his idea better too.
Let's leave it open. If we get information, and Nimne was right. With the legislature, we can get the evidence. But because we are nepotistic, P.L. Lumumba also said, he said, when the person steals, he said, this is our thief, because he's from a tribe group.
Mm-hmm.
Go protect our thief. When the person steals in this administration, he said, oh, they're my political party. Like what the CDC is doing now today. When they carry the men to the court, they say, we're going to show solidarity. You're not going to show solidarity. You are going to shield that guy because you claiming that he's from your political party. That is corruption. So the people themselves, they are corrupt. Then the leaders are corrupt. I don't know who else now going to. Then the system itself is corrupt.
So it's systematic.
You see now, that's why I kept pressing on saying that this is inherent corruption, because it has become so genetic to the extent now that it is passing on from generation to generation. It has become a trait, and we overlook it. But if your pa was a criminal, don't overlook it. Some kind of way you end up somewhere picking in people's purse. That magic, because you think when somebody swear you, say, look, let me sit and go. Every night, when the innocent children, if any child go to bed hungry, and that child cries at night, that cry is almost like the blood of Cain that cry out to God. The blood of Abel that cry out to God. That's how the cry of the innocent children go to God. That's the reason why you stole money that should have should have gone to benefit those kids. Give them something that will get them going, but you stole the money, and you thinking that you send your children abroad, you send your children outside the country. You think that good life they're going to live. No, there is something called repercussion. If you think you garnish the future of people who elected you, and you benefit your children without any remorse, you think it's going to go free. Don't waste your time. It's not going to go free. It will come back and bite you in the butt. But we still beating on President Boakai to see to it that the issue about this corruption precedent should be set. We have never seen any government to take people to court for corruption in the one, because one, when the auditing commission, go ahead and carry on an audit, we've received report that some of the auditors lack. They are the first line. They will discover that the person get the money. The person invested the money. And then they say, if you don't give all the money, we heard that news in Liberia before. If you don't give me 70% of that money, I will expose you.
Wow.
Yeah. And then sometimes when it goes to the court, because all the lawyers are in fraternity, they know each other, they sit down there, they throw something to each other, they cover it up. Show something to the judge, they tell the judge, say, I get something here. Let's do it this way. It's like, I'm gonna ask something. But we are begging. We have reached a point now that our people have seen that the corruption is a reason why suffering now is artificial in Liberia. I can tell you for free. The suffering that the people going through is artificial. Because if we can see lawmaker who just go over there 2 days a week, I know they get other things they're doing throughout the week, but 2 working days a week, and you're making 7,600, 7,900. And when they accumulate all the other benefit after 3 years, they get you a new car. For what exactly?
Right.
What exactly for a country like Liberia? We still begging to get. Why are we having perpetual shortfall in budget in our budget?
And the gas lamps and all that.
If we have too many wastes in the government, why? You think if we have a salary cap, amen, cut that thing down to at least 5,000, then we get rid of the issue about if you lawmaker making 5,000, you not 5,000, you got to buy a scratch card for yourself. Why are we giving you scratch card? Why are we giving you travel allowance? We're giving you this, that, give all that. In fact, why are we giving you car after 3 years? It will make sense that if you lawmaker for a district and we pay you 5,000, if you even put 1,000 every month before the 6 year come to an end, you can go, you get a new car for yourself. You want to get backup car, you can get backup car. It ain't got to be brand new. But the system was created this way to keep our people in abject poverty and continue to make them beggar. And this is not President Bouakar's. It's not President Bouakar's fault. This was a calculated system. This was a copy and paste system.
So you family, you didn't agree with me when I asked the question about when I was talking about the salary of the lawmakers shouldn't be up to them to decide. It should be up to maybe something like the judiciary or somewhere, but it cannot be fair, or you and I would not have it the way we want it. If it's like what you supposed to get paid, I look at you and say, I hire you. The people hire you and say, family, you tell me how much you want to get paid, or what benefits you get. What sense does that make? You think who expects you to give yourself the least? So if the lawmakers are deciding these things, how can we change that?
So it's almost like giving a cat fish to keep. That's how we do the lawmaker. We give them the freedom to decide how much they should get. And that's the reason why every budget year they do increment in their salary.
Mm-hmm.
Every year they do increment in salary and benefits. For what exactly, we don't know. And the reason why you see that is happening again, the lawmaker then too, they have their own ground for justification. Because our people think that when a man is a lawmaker, you have to take all your problem. You see people so money, they go land to the lawmaker hall. You made the people even afraid to even sleep in the district. They have to move out of the district to go sleep somewhere else. Because you torment the people in real life, you torment them in their sleep, you torment them in any form. So and the aspect about it is that people lie to the people, not clearly spelling out the cardinal responsibility of a lawmaker.
Right.
Because if the cardinal responsibility of a lawmaker is carefully explained in a layman term to the people, and the lawmaker are actually carrying out those 3 kind of responsibility. Because if the lawmaker is really doing his oversight, that means he will put pressure on the executive. If the hospital do not have drugs in that hospital, you ensure that the government put drugs in that hospital. If the people don't have water, you make sure the government put water there for the people. Because everything that is in line with oversight, with all the businesses that have corporate responsibility in the district, you making sure that you have oversight, the people providing those business services, the people not need to come to your hall again to beg, because you tell them, say, you give me the power and I'm using the power now, and the people provide the business service, go ahead and use the service. But if you're not doing that, you say it now, because some of those social corporate responsibility, there are lawmakers who go after it, collect money or gifts or gratuity and pack it for their own personal gain, and forget the interest of the people. And that's the reason why the people are kept in our begging manner. And it is bad. We have to change that. I rest it like that. I give it back to you, Amy.
Well,
Yes. Go ahead, Terrell.
so look,
Whatever.
I mean, look, family, like you have just opened a bigger can of worm, right? So at the end of the day, I've took a front to then former vice president, but before that, Senator Joy Howard Taylor, when she gave this absolute ridiculously gross justification for what her salary should be increased, and the lady had the audacity to say because people go begging to her house every morning. I
Snow said
mean,
that too.
what?
I said Snow, and other people said that too.
Well, look how ridiculous she sounds, right? When she said that. Look, at the end of the day, when you subject people to certain conditions, don't be surprised when they react certain way. You cannot be giving lawmakers $17,000 a month. What can a lawmaker do with $17,000 a month? Do you know how much that is? And that's excluding all the other benefits, right? So of course, people have the right to go to your house and line up, right? Because if you're a lawmaker, you got your own dog, you got your own drugstore. You're a lawmaker, you got your own transportation company. You're a lawmaker, you got 300 or sometimes 25 to 30 dump trucks working for the mining company. So he's taking literally every opportunity that public sector, you know what I mean? So these are some of the tragedies that our people are faced with. These lawmakers, look at what happened. Sir Joseph, a couple of years ago, they do literally hire MTA transportation size business.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we talking about? You're talking about a lawmaker taking the entire MTA out of business, right? So these guys, they are so corrupt. They got so much money, right? That they have impacted every public sector work. Anybody else cannot survive without them. Then they surprise white people go and line up in front of their houses in the morning, begging them for school fees and other essential for life. I mean, that's what it is. Because if you go to the hospital, they lawmaker get drugs to it. Literally a couple of years ago, there were drugs that were meant to go to JFK. Lawmakers were fighting over it to take it to their personal drugstores and practices. So that's the kind of country we have. Everything is just upside down. And the only thing that can save Liberia, Amy, and that's why some of us, we voted GMB. We voted GMB because we felt that an 80-year-old man, there's absolutely no future political incentives that will make him to not take some drastic action and decisions. And the ball is in his court. He can make this happen. Change Liberia, transform Liberia, put Liberia on a new pedestal where people can actually see Liberia as what it is. And he's doing some great things, though.
Correct.
But in terms of locking people up, I think they're where some of us are really sitting back now to actually watch.
Can JMB take a unilateral decision to cut down lawmakers' pay?
Well, guess what? That is not his. He don't have no jurisdictional power to do that. All right, he got no constitutional backing to do that. But JMB can create a condition to ensuring that happens. Right? And how do you do it? At the end of the day, bro, you have to be very, very because this is the thing. All the lawmakers, they have their constituents, all right, answerable to them, and it's those constituents that they are only there to protect the interests of those people. If the federal government can now in any way enact certain actions that can have direct impact on the masses, then guess what? I would deliberately open up and say, look, the reason why I'm unable to do X, Y, and Z is because of the people that you sent into these houses to represent you all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Can that set a stage for constitutional crisis? Oh, of course, yes. But are you willing to deal with that? Guess what? For the better good of Liberia, I'm not leaving any stone unturned, Amy. I will use every leverage I can lay my hand on to ensure to it that we change the country forever. And we cannot change the country until the lawmakers see the need that they are the ones that have literally stepped their foot on the neck of that country, and that only them can change that country. Those lawmakers, they are the ones. I'm telling you, nobody else. Because the way our government is set up, that check and balance, no one branch can influence the decision of the other. That's what the problem is. Are we ready for that form of government? I have cautioned that Liberia is not
right
built
now
for that form of government that we are inspired that were inspired by what is being used in the United States. We are so divided to be able to have that form of government. Like we're talking about, that Uno Roye, that is Southeastern Roye will protect our rule. Family struck a very good point. That the mountainous from Lofa, that Uno Road there will protect that. Me, I'm from Bonkante, yeah, will protect our Uno Road. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sentiment we get. That's what we get. You cannot in any way sustain or development, consistent development, if you have that attitude in it.
Well, the development right now, I don't think it's the people who are, people from the other party, because I know that we all know that government is continuing with it. So we don't want the government to come in and sell the project that was started by the previous government and say that I will abandon that project and go and start another one. You know, when people asking the questions like, what are the projects that GMB has started? What are these? What is it? What's going to be GMB a legacy? I just sit there and say, okay, these are some of the smart people we have that our people listen to, our people that are influenced by our people. What sense would it make GMB completing all of every project that was not done at all? That itself is a legacy, if you ask me. You understand what I'm saying? Because what's the benefit of someone signing a paper to get to secure money to do a job, a project, and keep that money there, and they're going there, taking it, stealing this money, taking some for salary and everything, and not doing the job, Ray? And the person coming to power and said, this money is not for salary. This money is not for this. This money was for this job to be done. Let's get this job done and finish it up. Who would you rather hail than in these two positions? Okay. Why would somebody else come and start a project like, let's say, Dual Community Road, the famous Dual Community Road, and stop it in the middle? Then Boyga came and said, no, since George Weah started that one, this is not George Weah's personal money from his farm. This is not George Weah's personal money for his football playing career.
Exactly.
This is Liberia's money. This is the country's money. When JMB was former vice president, nobody looked at him and gave him $10 million. When George Weah was broke after playing his football and lavish all his money, no one looked at him and gave him $50 million. When he became the president of Liberia, that's when people are giving him their money on behalf of Liberia.
To buy influence too.
Projects. So when that project got started, and if it didn't finish, the next government needs to finish it. It's not George Weah project. It's the country's project. Yeah, George Weah was the president, so he's supposed to do that. Whoever the president is, they are supposed to do that. And if in case he doesn't finish it, and the next president that comes, 6 years, my people, 6 years. How long would it take? You have the money as a government to complete a school. And when the project, everything was started, the money was already there. When you came in, everything was started. How long? But you had 6 years. You had 6 months to build 42 condominiums. and everything else, break down your 9th Street mansion and rebuild it. But you couldn't finish schools that were supposed to be built across the country.
Yeah.
6 years were too little to do that.
But
then another government come and took a year and a half and completing those projects, and you got it screening and all jumping all over the ground. We are this, we are that, we are that, as if they don't know what government is supposed to be there. Maybe there needs to be a national agenda that everyone goes by, instead of every government coming and having their own agenda. You know, Cindy and I were talking about this. That instead of like you were saying, instead of every government coming and having their own agenda, it should be a national agenda that one day that everybody knows supposed to be just like when this government comes, whatever they stop it, the other one, then we will stop hearing about it. Joe Blow project, Joseph Jingyarawa project, and the other thing project. When it's not their money, their personal money, it is for the country. If the project was started by we are, and he didn't finish it, and JMB government came and left that project and go start because I want glory for myself, because I want people to sit down on social media and be talking where JMB on the project and go do something else. Do you know what the country is? That development for your country? Does that show any kind of sensible development? You have roads in our not face, but JMB going building skyscraper near those country road, and people getting stuck in the mud, right? There were money that was something that was secured for those projects. They were not done. But JMB should leave those things. Why pregnant women getting stuck in the mud and all those things, and go build skyscraper in Lofa County because he won't break down for your own project. What is wrong with our people? The politicians have taken over so much that the so-called smart people don't think anymore. So that's been going on and finishing every project that was supposed to be finished, even in the 6 years that their government, the first UP government started, and then finished and left it with Ria, and he didn't do it. He was doing, I don't know what he was so busy with. Every project he touched at his project, but it wasn't finished. So if he was to finish everything, that itself is a legacy on its own.
Look,
Okay.
Amy, that is what I call sheer ignorance and intentional stupidity. For people who will just sit and, you know, sometimes I want to go too hard, but I'll have to be a little bit soft because this is
Try.
you know, it's not one of those radical platforms where I go sit on, I go guata. Because if somebody sit on a platform and you consider that platform to be big, and you spitting out garbage, all in the name of you speaking on behalf of the Liberian people, you speaking to the sentiment of the Liberian people, then you are ill-informed about the subject that you're giving out. It kind of put people in, and who have hairs or that should have in a different bracket. I know there are some panelists who sit on some of those shows can be very embarrassed. For you to sit and say, what is a signature project of a president who is less than 2 years old in office is asking for? When do people ask for signature project?
And legacy.
And legacy. When do people discuss legacy? And then the worst part of it is that you say things that doesn't even make sense. That the president is completing all the project of the previous government, and you saying it in that way that it is bad.
It's a bad thing.
Do you think that head you get on your shoulder, what is it that you carry inside? Because I don't think that your brain is so big enough that you feel that whole head until you get confused. Look, government is continuity. If you look at the agenda of the Unity Party, that CDC, and Amy, you spoke about something that you and Gerald, you said you were talking about. There should be a national agenda that everybody should come. Look, every government come with their agenda, but no government ever come with an agenda void of agenda from previous government. So if you look at the PAPD, the Popo agenda for prosperity and development, they took portion of the Unity Party government. That's the only way they were able to start off from where the Union Party left. And then when President Boubacar came over and brought his agenda, the arrest agenda, during the launch of it, they also took part of the CDC agenda, because not everything of the agenda of CDC was completely wrong. CDC had some good things on their paper, but they were not doing it. So it is different for you to arrest something than for you to implement something. So I agree with the finance minister. That's why the finance minister said we are the implementers.
Right.
We are at the level where we implement. We sign. We not only come and just sign and make blueprint all over the place, and we not implement.
And Donald Trump signing doing.
I'm telling you, we're all kind of pain. He said we are implementing, and sometimes people just use propaganda because you have some bitterness with the president, and they're not giving in to your sinister agenda. So you think that you can sit down and play the government from social media. Look, if government could be played from social media at any time, Peter Obi will be president for Nigeria. If government could be played from social media,
that would be one thing though.
Yeah, but that's the reason that social media. If government could be played on social media, then today we'll be calling Pete Obi president. But government is not only play on social media. The Liberian people,
government playing in trenches.
The voters know their leader. You can sit on the radio, 100 day, 100 night. The people already saw in Jawia that Jawia were not in their interest. It was clear. Whether you said on the radio from now to Judgment Day, the people already knew that the first time Jawia became president, his Nashville resident was gone. The first 6 months, we already hear Jawia being condominium or land that he procured ever since. He was not touching. But as soon as he became president, for the 7th unit already on it, hire foreign guys in to come and do that project. And then buying sport car, getting a private jet, securing a private jet, not even renting, securing a private jet. And then his own people, they say if from the Southeastern, they saw that all our ministers then, all our lawmakers then, none of them can show anything in the Southeast that we did, apart from the solar letter Jawia pulled there closer to the election time, and he said, I saw the students standing with candle and I gave you a leg.
Was that in the street?
So yeah, so you can sit down on the screen and study. While he flying plane jet to go meet them there, and he can't go by road. But today you can see, look, President Boubacar, I will give him the benefit of the doubt. He's doing extremely well for his age, his experience, and the energy he's putting in the work. You see, how many times have you seen in just in 1 week, the man who they say he was sleeping, he didn't do nothing, the man, in fact, the man was dying. The man is up and down every part of the country, dedicating projects.
Oh, they got some kotos to rub on your bone.
All over the place. All over. Rainfalling, he there. And he gave me his opinion. He gave me idea. See what you were telling the fire service boss today. You appeal to their consciences. He said, the maintenance. Yeah. When he went to the clinic, to the hospital again in Birmingham, he told the people, he said, all the thing is beautiful. But if we not maintain it, I waste. So if we're facing everything, even the road we're facing, if we not maintain the road, everything I waste.
I mean,
we can keep talking about it over and over again. I can tell you for free, this government will leave a long-lasting mark on the hearts and the faces of Liberian people. That food business will reach to that food business. Everything gets time. Everything has time. That make you get debt container over there. All the debt container Orlando will tell us say everything got time.
Thank you. Go ahead, Jure. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this real quick, and then let me move into the next topic because I'll soon hit the road. And I'll join you guys later. But look, everything fam said already is absolutely hands on. So this is the thing. Some of these projects too, because we are a country that is heavily reliant on foreign donations and foreign aid, right? And some of these aids they are giving for special projects. So you absolutely have no choice. If the money were given to build certain road, Amy, the moment you wanted that to start another project, they don't know put their money. Because they did not give it to you to go back or to go do something different. So that's what we're talking about. Oh, that job we have project and man on that job we have money. You know what I'm saying? So like we are heavily reliant on foreign aid. So if the Qatari government gave money to build like 5,000 kilometers of roads, guess what? It's going directly for that. The moment you try to circumvent, your own money, they deposit no. That money will not given on the basis of that. So people have to be wise enough to understand some of these things. That's the reason I remember when they I think when the World Bank or something like that, when they got put in the cookie jar in the people money, put it back.
What?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
but like, these are the things they want to be doing to Ray. The money she said there and the people going taking it.
Right. So these are some of the things that happen, but you have to be, people need to be wise and see how some of these things work. Right? You don't need to be in government to know some of these things. Just do a basic research on how donors' money works and how that stuff works. So, but definitely, I mean, look, at the end of the day, like Famila said, we should give the president benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I'll give the president benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, too, I want to see some persecution. I want to see people going to jail. Because precedent has to be set, Amy. People got to go to jail. I feel like corruption has become so how do you call this? So rampant, for lack of better words, that people don't
comfortable.
That people don't even find that people don't even like have remorse in doing it.
No.
Yeah, back to Amy. But yeah, I'll soon be hitting the road. So
yeah, so just want to go on, move on to the president's lunches. One of his lunch today. So President Walker lunches excellence in learning in Liberia. Excel projects. 88.7 million investment to transform foundation education nationwide.
How much million?
88.7.
Wow.
So transform. So it's all over the country. Executive mentioned President Walker, Republic of Liberia officially launched the Excellent in Learning in Liberia, which is the Excel project, a transformative national initiative aimed at improving foundation literacy and numeracy across all public early childhood and primary school in Liberia. Wow, public schools. The project led by the Ministry of Education is financed through a $60 million concessional credit from the International Development Association, IDA, of the World Bank, and a $28.7 million grants from the Global Partnership for Education. Total $88.7 million in support of improving learning outcomes and building a stronger education system. This is not just a project, it is a declaration of our commitment to the children of Liberia, said President Boakai. The Excel program is a key pillar in our arrest agenda in a direct response to the need for equitable, high quality education for every Liberian child, especially in our public schools. He added the Excel project will be implemented in all 15 counties and directly support 2,337 public early childhood and primary schools with an estimate of 362,000 students, teachers, and education staff expected to benefit from project investment. Guys, I can't read all of it, it's too long. So let me just start about, at least you get the point, right? Education, arrest agenda. This person is not doing anything on the agenda. I mean, do you think we should sometimes, even though push the government when we feel like they're being stupid, do you guys think that sometimes it's good to wait a little to see, because sometimes these things are in the pipeline we don't know about, and we just saying things like it's not happening. Like when we had the fire service, not fire service, but NTA, right? Guy here, he said they had those videos, right, of the buses and
Right.
everything. They were not planning to put it out to win, but when they heard that, they said they were doing this and that was not happening, and so they lied to the Liberian people. That's when they brought out these videos and pictures and stuff. And what was it? The narrative changed, right? They just bring out buses and they let jumping on around. What do we want as Liberia? Is it genuine when we're asking for these things, or we're just happy that we're not seeing it yet and we want it to fail because we are not, like, we want to say, oh, I told you so, or I want my party to look good, or are we genuinely asking to because we want to see it happen? Because over the past years and months, it's just been one narrative to another. Help me understand here. Like, this is a big deal. What I'm reading here, and I think I'm really excited about it. Across the 15 counties, public schools, elementaries, up to high school.
This is monumental.
This is huge.
This is monumental. This is huge. This is the textbook definition of a total reform and transformation
Education,
in a sector that have been depleted for years. And this come with some level of intentionality and obviously deliberate action, because you can definitely tell some of these old men's deliverables, stuff like quick impact projects, right? You're talking about roads. Roads is very essential for the movement of people, goods, and services, right? So he's tackling that. Simultaneously hitting healthcare, because people need to be healthy, a healthy population equal economic activity. So he's hitting that. And now you're talking about the global market. What are we looking for? Qualified people, right? E-commerce now is big time.
Oh, yeah.
You can be in Liberia. If you get good internet service, you can land some high-earning international job. Because a lot of people work from home anyway, right?
I heard people are doing that in Ghana, working.
Of course. There are a lot of people work. There are a lot of people working for Amazon and all of these something from Ghana. So I feel like education is so vital in this 21st century, that the old man is seeing the need that, look, this is what we need to do. And where is he investing? That early childhood educational thing, right? Because the foundation has to be strong. If the foundation is not better,
how do you want to pay for the college, right, and the foundation is messed up?
Right. So you can see deliberate action with total intentionality from the old man's quick fix, stuff like that. A lot of people talk about the arrest agenda. Number one, at the end of the day, if you have a country like Liberia that is so behind in every sector, you don't really want to key on one area. I've been the person who said, okay, there's the thing. If we have limited resources, which of course we don't generate resources as we should, to impact national development and stuff like that, then my whole thing was, if I become president, at
Just
least
one place.
my goal is to focus on two sectors, right? Agriculture and you know what I mean, and just two, right? And work my ass off in terms of just trying to perfect those two sectors. And then maybe if another person come another 6 years, can also do similar thing in another sector, because when you have, but then now you talk about a country that has so many areas that are
So
broken,
many areas and we're
right?
years behind.
Literally, you talk about education, and you talk about infrastructure, and you talk about drugs, and you talk about, I mean, like everywhere. You cannot look at one sector in Liberia and be like, yeah, we can afford to give the area a little break for now. You know what I mean? Take it on this, right? So you almost have to like touch base on every little one of them, a bit by bit. But yeah, I mean, this is great for Liberia. And it's, I mean, look, man, what I'm seeing in this country, there's this level of calmness. Even we that in the diaspora here, we feel little relief with all of the activities. I mean, look, it's becoming better. And seeing the president all over the place, literally. There's a man who's supposed to say he would not even live to see his 81st birthday.
Oh, you'll be drinking liquor or that about it. Watch.
You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it was. And I'm not even going to talk about the gentleman that said that, because I've lost every credibility for that person. I'm not going to dignify them by calling them their name on this platform. But that's how it was. And to see this guy healthy, moving everywhere, it shows you that.
Did you hear this stuff? I'm not gonna hear. Oh, I should have put that video up when he went to where to dedicate the school in, I think, Canada or something like that. The kids were singing, and they said he was sleeping.
Yeah, but
and Jamie was there. He was laughing. He looking at a Prince Moody, and they both actually they were laughing like, okay, I'm up.
Yeah, and I mean, this woman is really working. He's working, and I can see that he's getting support too. You know, because you see, everybody want to be associated with greatness, and everybody want to be associated with calm, and you know. So once, like I said, KS does not bring money. KS does not bring development. KS does not bring. KS only bring money to you know, to just drive setting action and something like that. But we're seeing real investment coming in the country. Back to you.
Formula, do you think Liberia with this education system, I mean, children from primary, I mean, from child care to high school, computer literacy, like, I mean, do you see our children, I mean, do you see Liberia getting there doing on the side of education with this?
You always like to hear me speak about how impressed I am with having a Joseph as a president, right?
Oh yeah.
And,
Joseph, yeah.
And look, no society ever developed in the absence of innovative minds. You must have citizens that are productive, citizens that are innovative, citizens that are honest and nationalistic or patriotic, but all of them going to start with education. And that is the foundation. That's the reason why President Bouaka and his team are going to tackle from the beginning, because if you have the kids in school, not just in school, but in a good learning environment that will set the basic to make them potential and future leaders. Because remember, every child is a potential leader, one way or the other tomorrow. And not only just a leader, but it's a generational leader, because they're going to identify their mission. And because the government going to provide the environment and the support, they will structure their mission, they will forfeit it, or they betrayed it. Then now we will tell them that if you betray it, it will become a burden to your own generation, because
Right.
you will be the half-educated group that will come here and just be saying things over and over. Nigeria may say you are taught tired, no evidence, because the government gave you the opportunity, they gave you the foundation so that you can grow and inspire and and become something productive for yourself and your family. So I want to give it out to President Bouaka. This is going to work. Look, everything in Liberia should be WIA's project. Everything. And let President Bouaka be remembered as the executioner.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, from today on, we'll call him the finisher. In watch that movie, The Finisher, President Bouaka is the finisher. Let the other people be saying that we don't want to get a blueprint, we don't want to sign a contract. You will sign a contract and we will do the work. In Aba, that is in government. Thank God, the money that is generated for this project is now withdrawn from CDC Bank. There's no banking institution called CDC Bank or George Weah's Bank. And with all the money that George Weah making in Circle Life, you cannot show us one infrastructure. When he was actively playing football, he said, "This is what I give to my people." It was later on we knew that President Weah built market. President Weah built park, which of course was the Japanese government. He built housing unit, the Japanese government project. And it turned around, it became Weah's project. This president did not give acknowledgement to the Japanese people who gave the money for their own project. And today they are crying wolf all around the place. Oh, you're not acknowledging, oh, we signed this. You didn't sign nothing. President Bouaka is the finisher. Go and do the Liberian people work. Look, now the North will be on, because this is in the nature of man. That the president said it today when you listen to his interview. President Bouaka said, when you do road, they say, hey, that only road the people will eat.
Mm-hmm.
When you do the other one, they say, oh, that only one the person will eat. You bring buses, oh, that bus the people will eat. When you go, you finish.
It's all about food.
Everything. So because that's the psychology, that's how they want to brainwash our people to make it look like everything in Liberia is food business. Now everything in Liberia is not about food. Because if those basic things are not taken care of, you, the parent, will not even have the chance to go look for that daily bread looking about.
Exactly.
So if the roads are not fixed, things will be expensive and you complain. If your schools are not built, your children will not be able to send them to private school.
Education, yeah.
And you cry again. Oh, what is the government doing? If the government does not build hospitals or open unit, look at the fast-sightedness of the President Bouaka when they just did that groundbreaking for the first radiation therapy center. Liberia going to be one of the biggest hub for chemotherapy for treatment of cancer, malign form of cancer in Liberia. Our people don't need to travel again to go to Ghana, to go to Nigeria, or go to Turkey.
That's awesome.
Any cancer thing will have the center right over there, and see the expansion and the expansion of the new lab, a fully functional lab. Now, Stanton, who say he went to nursing school, doesn't know what it means by to have a functional lab. Yeah, I am disappointed. He sat out on the show, Remy Gray telling you, say, I went there, but the lab was not up to task. When they're talking about lab, somebody who is a non-medical student telling you what it means to have a functional lab. Then you that quote unquote say you went to nursing school. You don't know what it means to have a functional lab. You know how when you go to hospital here, just from one drop blood, they can run all. How many panels they can run on that one single blood? But in Liberia, the only thing they will do in Liberia, now malaria.
But they put second diagnosis themselves before they get to the hospital.
I tell you, but when they finish that lab, now you're going to see They're going to be telling you your better revenue level. They're going to tell you your kidney, everything. Just from your one job
I
block,
think
they'll run all that thing. They'll tell
we
you
need
everything that happening in there.
Like brought to the for kidney and liver and all of
Yes.
that. People are suffering, a lot of them, because of the country herbs doesn't
Yes.
have any measurement. They
People
just
don't know that.
when we
People don't
was
know
during the war, when we was little and babies, I mean, God protected us. Formula. This is what my mom used to bring for Kojulobo. There's supposed to be a cup. You must drink the whole thing.
Damage your liver.
And you know how strong that thing is.
Absolutely.
And you're looking
The
at like
toxicology of that particular thing.
little
People don't know.
babies, like 1
Yeah.
and 2 year old and 3 year old, he telling you to finish it. I used to get the biggest beating all the time because I never liked anything bitter. Oh, did I get a beating? Yes, I did. Because the moment I put it in my mouth, on my back, boop. Oh, then we're running all over the water. But yeah, so our people got, a lot of liver and kidney problems due to those things. So we need something like that. And they always run into India, they got to go to India, people who have the money to do so. And the ones who don't, they stay there and die. So
And that's why I can say to you, all we can appeal for, many a times I always say to my Unity Party friends, look, the government have to cut down on some of the waste.
Mm-hmm.
And that decision should be a bold decision from not the executive, the people who goes there to represent the people, who are the direct benefactor, the direct employee of the people. They should take that giant step to say, look, let's pass this resolution. Let's cut down on some of the waste. Reduce some of the benefits that we're getting, our offices are receiving, and then redirect that money to institutions, to healthcare, to agriculture, and to security. And beef up the security, the pay of the police, beef up the pay of the military, beef up the pay of the health worker, beef up the pay of the teachers, beef up the pay of most of the civil servants. Look, all that noise that going on in that country will go down quietly. Let me tell you, if we can get cut down on our waste, you reduce the gasoline. You take away that scratch car business.
Yeah, the gasoline needs to be reduced.
You take that 3 years car business from there. You can maintain your car. You can, once you're changing your oil on time, you can maintain your car. If you still need additional car, you're working in the 5,000 you're getting, you can save some money and go get a car. You can get a backup car. I can understand for people who are going all the way in the southeast, but that's the reason why they have to beat on this government, support this government, so we can finish all the road in the southeast, so you not have the issue about wear and tear on your car going in on bad roads all the way in the southeast. So all of that, if everything is taken into consideration, then now we can also press on the executive now for the SOE. The reason why the lawmaker not talking to the state-owned enterprises to cut down a pay is because you cannot show finger to me and all the other finger come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
You determine the salary structure of those people. You submit a budget, people submit a budget. You go defend your own, the people defend their own. So nobody can tell anybody anything. So you go low. Somebody working in state-owned enterprise, they're making 15 to 17,000 or 20,000 or more. Imagine just a minister, the judge of the Supreme Court making more than 20 some more thousand a month. But yet it's still saying it's not enough. In America, compared to just the chief judge salary, the chief judge in Liberia salary can pay the chief judge salary in the United States. The place where the money making can pay more than 3 more of the chief judge salary just for 1 month for a country that depend on the B mayor to pay them to help them with their budget in other funding.
And that's why people get angry when sometimes they say they're helping our African countries. Like, how can you be begging me? And
So I always share the joke. There were some guys went to my uncle Dr. Famule to ask for assistance, HB. You know, HB is a radical man. They went to ask him for assistance for school. But guess what he wore? Wear a Pierre
Gucci.
Cardin. A Pierre Cardin. It's a shoe. Expensive shoe. He wore a Pierre Cardin.
Mm.
And he wore flashy coat suit. You know, so HB looked at him for long. He said, my young man, there is something fundamentally wrong with you. If you so in dire need for this particular assistant, why don't you sell your shoe? Because that shoe alone, if you go after material thing, then you expect other people to pay your school fee.
Mhm.
Then that means you don't have priority. So I'm not saying you should dress recklessly because you're going back for something, but if you look at when you look at the total expenses on you, my librarian man say looking good is a business. I have the low fare.
Mhm.
You take all your money, go buy things.
Okay.
Then you not get money to the fundamental thing that you need the money for. You not get it. Then you expect other people to give it to you. That labro problem there. How labro looking? Labro get money to take care of themselves and the citizens,
Themselves.
but they only use it on one certain group of people, and then they tell the people, say, oh, we not get it. Oh, let's go ask America. Let's go ask the other people for assistance. You see it?
Yes,
So
sir.
that is the problem. So we pray that we'll have a radical, because look, Amy, you're asking that question and you're thinking that President Pwaka, no, President Pwaka cannot do that. But look, except President Pwaka go radical. You gotta be radical because
When
there's so
President
many things.
Pwaka went radical, when they first came in, what did we hear? Oh, wait, Sean.
Yeah.
Bishop,
But no, that's not a
he-
radicality I'm talking
breaking
about.
the law and
That's not
doing
a
all
radical.
of this.
Oh yeah. When you go radical now, when you really go
you see
radical,
breaking laws, you're doing this, you're not in the rule of law, it's on assault
Oh,
and blah,
yeah.
blah, blah,
yeah.
So,
Other people in other countries, they will dissolve the whole government. They will dissolve the whole government, suspend the whole constitution. Say,
I
look,
wish that
we suspend the constitution, we're dissolving the government, and we're going to restructure the government. You know what? The money that we're spending on state-owned enterprises, the money we're spending on lawmakers, the money we're spending on the executive is too exorbitant. They don't cut our code according to our measurement.
you know how many $1 million that is a year, and
Yeah.
that could do something for Liberia.
Because if you say we're having 900 and some more $1 million going almost to $1 billion, going to $1 billion in our national budget, and then you think of that 900 and some million, 700 and some more million will go on salaries. 700 and some more million will go on salaries and benefits of big boys, and then the banana 150 or 200 million go
What
to the
can I
people.
do?
What can I do? What?
It doesn't
So that's
make
the reason why the country remains stagnated.
Right.
That's why the country is not moving forward. But I'm gonna give it to the government right now. People are saying, "Oh, President Baka, Swakoko, Dennis now, she's being indicted.
Yeah, she's being indicted.
Indicted. 25 counts.
Jesus, in
25
just what?
counts.
A couple of months?
Just they shut down the poor old Nuka. But that's the reason when somebody, you see the Akara Gray now, Akara Gray is furious, he's angry because that free money they used to eat in our house there, he getting it again. He barely draft form. He out of form now. So he gets saying now, he anger and frustration now, he just transformed into propaganda.
And
Now
he just
gets
changed the lies.
yeah, he get put everything around and get saying now he found a little safe haven to sister he Lala Papa to sit down on the platform. And the next time he's obsessed now, he say, what kind of platform they get? Nobody can ask anybody hard question. And they ask each other question, and a good thing is saying you obsessed with other people on a platform because they're going on a platform now. They're saying, oh, this is what the government is doing. There's a platform that are saying, oh, we're not going to go and be making our story like some people. We're going to come now and tell our people what exactly, and people calling in and telling them what's their problem are, and they're taking notes of it and they're making adjustment. He's called out when he say, oh, I get one group, they are recitation the people doing on that side. But you on the other side, you sit down there, you lie every minute, you allow office. Anyway, sometimes I told people, I say that depression. When somebody say that in household, they ain't going nowhere, they get too much of freedom. You can move on the way you used to travel from all states, from state to come to your house in Atlanta. Let me see you. You having property in Atlanta, you need to come here, you spend some time here, come here again. Come, let me see you. So you that all that frustration on you now, you sit down there, nothing else to do. You get sit down and you say you not do anything, but you be banking on the old man, and you be yelling all around play that business that bring poor better know you. There's no way you can revert that. Funatina able to take criminal record from the internet. So will you. You will not take your own from the internet. It's there. You jam up will go on Google and so put your need that papa to bring all. So that one is left for you. We telling the president now. That's why the president can listen to all. It's good to listen to people who say good things and bad things about you. It helps you to order your step. You pray to God for divine protection and guidance to order your step. That is the most peaceful things to do. Don't mind, man. To certify man is very hard. But if you are true to yourself, that's a message the president continue to say. I'm happy. I'm trying to see people who have conscience and want to do things. The education minister will all work, making sure that all the projects about the schools are brought, and even the signing today for that 100 schools.
Yeah, so they said, I mean, the key highlights includes what this stuff will include the 350,000 students in the final year of early learning education in grade 1 to 6 will receive improved teaching and learning material and literacy and numeracy. 12,000 teachers, trained teachers, and students, principals will receive training in foundational learning, teaching materials, instructional learning, leadership, school management, and use of education data. Approximately 14,000 school management committees members, along with Ministry of Education staff at the county and central level, will benefit from capacity building supports. So this is like decentralizing the whole education something. This is huge. I mean, we just want to see it,
Imagine professors doomed sitting and saying it's impossible for this government to build 100 schools, elementary schools in the country. I don't know how people can even think. If the fundings are available, which of course is not from the government, you think donor going to get most of the donors are giving money to are pledging money to the government. You think they're giving it to the government? They get donor account.
Yeah,
they're doing that. That's why the finance minister said today they're doing that periodic audits. They're making sure. You're making sure that if you request for the money, you tell them exactly what you're doing with the money, and they'll send an agent to investigate that the money that you requested for, you're using it for any intended purpose. As soon as they see that there's any diversion, they take that thing back from you.
Familiar with this, right? Do you think what's going on now that everybody kind of has like camera right to their tail, or to their pockets, to their car door, to their bathroom? Cameras is everywhere now. Let's say, so to speak, right? Do you think government officials would really be brave to still be doing like what they're used to doing back then, like what we see with our sister Swat Coco, like in the likes of Steve Zagos and stuff like that? These are people that are close to President Boycott, Steve Zagos and stuff, and he did not blink to get rid of him. Mm-hmm. So if you've seen that as a government official, would you then still want to do something sinister and get yourself in that kind of, I mean, what should you, what would we call people like that would see things that are going on and still have their mind to still be corrupt and still?
That is witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Yeah. Because this is how the scripture refers to people who are stubborn. Stubbornness is an act of witchcraft. You don't have to suck blood.
You have to be sitting on broom flying. Yeah.
Because with everything that is going on, with all of the advancement in technology now, you even go in the bathroom, somebody recording you, and
Right.
anything you're doing, people recording you, knowing it or unknowingly, and then you still bent on doing it because the system is rotten, because there is a culture of impunity. People think that
Corruption by
yes,
blood.
sir, yes, they used to inflate prices. They'll call a vendor and say, "Oh, I want order something from you, I want to promote you," but you have to read me a receipt that will tell you, say,
Even the common citizen to do that formula.
yeah,
Like when you have someone there to help you build your house, they're telling you, oh, this thing costs this and so. All the
Mhm.
even if you go, they will go to the store ahead of you and
Mhm.
connive with those employees to up the price. And then
Mhm.
after your leave, you go there, you pay for it, and then when you leave, they go get that cut.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
that's the
this
reason
was
why I
systematic.
always told people the devil has so many agents. If you go to the particular area and the area say no, you always get a second opinion. I'm not saying it's bad to trust somebody, but it's always good to seek second opinion. Always do your facts finding. If you think you are one can sleep with your eye open, there are other people who can sleep with their mouth open. So don't go be thinking say, oh, I'm a one in the time, nobody able to see my operation. You lying.
Right.
There are other people who can hang their back in a tree and net. Now one can jump and take a shot and be flying in the net. Other people can be hanging, watching you going.
Mhm.
Why you going? Some people coming back from another meeting. Now how you looking? You going for your own, some people coming back. So maybe sometimes you brag with some people on the highway and all. See, I go report and say, oh, my man, I just finished my own meeting, I'm going back. So if you in that category and you say you will not, that's the reason why the presidency will expose you. And not only the exposure we're doing now, we're going to make sure the prosecution should come there. That the president, we like look, if President Barack get put some people in yellow jumpsuit, put you behind bar for crime against the state, for stealing, you will see. Like get that particular thing. The thing you see all the lawmakers then saying, oh, the government had never won case, corruption case before. That's true. Because what? The judicial system, the justice system is the one that the government is not doing well to pressure them. So we listen to the new Chief Justice and the Associate Justice. They promise reform in the justice system because that particular justice
We
system,
need it. Yeah.
the executive have to
It's
press on
rising. Mhm.
to restore integrity in that particular justice system.
They need
Because there
to
are
do-
many cases over there that delay on grounds that people in high order.
Even
And
with the
they'll
ordinary
play,
people, yeah.
play with the
It's-
sentiment of the people, drag those cases for long until that perpetually. And so we need that particular integrity to be restored to those sector. And then you see when it's look, people used to be afraid when government take you to court. That for a fact. But today, people celebrate when the government taking them to court. Yeah. Before, people used to be afraid when the government sue them, when the government take them to court. They used to be afraid. But today, they are celebrating. They are celebrating on ground that one, the government, that during Manasedi time, government took some people on cases of corruption, and the people won those cases, and then the government pay for damages.
What?
Yes, the government pay for damages.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with our country.
Now, first I see government taking an appeal. Government not to take appeal, but government in successive time are always taking the appeal. The most of the cases you get go open your mouth. Oh, the person correct, the person go, you not get evidence. Sometimes they get the evidence, they will drag it until, because what they want to do, the only thing you see the lawyers doing and the court system, most of the lawyers don't understand the court system, will keep talking to their client. They already know. Those people in click, they know how much involved. So they will be dragging that money from that person because every time that person appear in court, that money they paying. You pay the court fee. The judges then they get where they communicate.
They get on the court too.
Yeah. Imagine what happened when I got caught that get through.
Almost killed that girl. Yeah.
So what happened with that kid?
Recording all over the place. We had a recording. We played on the show.
Yeah.
It was all over the place.
Well,
And
that
they
one was
still
very
got away with
clear.
it.
And we also went with got recording of people then trying to circumvent the law.
Yeah.
And, you know, beat around it to make that man to appear innocent and they take him from there over
Yeah,
there.
man, talking about money. Those people are supposed to be arrested.
And that's why people got angry.
as well.
Yeah. When the U.S. government and other partner is capture 100 million worth of
100
drugs,
million worth of drugs.
and they took the guys and they sent them to the court. The next thing go load the guys and disappear. Who took them from Inaco? We don't know. Who took them from on bill? What the money that they call with a minute? We don't know. What they look. Enough of that nonsense and that impunity. The President Barker, have to put the feet down high and say, look, we're going to change this thing. It's no longer business as usual, but let's change a particular thing. And to change that thing, you have to be very, very on top of your game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that the time is always sleep. That time is always sleep now. When there's some people there, when they fall down in that case, then you close it out.
He's up.
That the time is always sleep. He says, say you say I'm sleeping. When I throw you over there, then I close my eye on you now. So you will be where I say, oh, but I call him Papa can't see me again, Papa sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Famla. So we were supposed to have someone from the fire service department today, but short notice. We were only blessed yesterday to do that with the MTA, but today we couldn't do it. So we don't know. Maybe tomorrow will happen. So we'll keep that story for tomorrow before we get into it. So time is fast spent. So I'm just gonna play this. There's a I think announcement for employment for ArcelorMittal. I don't know. Can y'all see this? It's so tiny.
Yeah, but you already read the details, so you can just announce it.
I said I can. So
I can barely see it, but it's about job. So
it's about job. Let me see if I can read it.
Who have the skill and who have the credential, who have the qualification, try your luck. It's never, don't always sit down and think that, oh, they already get at people like LeBron. Listen, mentality.
Do not do that. Do not do that.
Why people can always think,
go and try.
People get at people that lie. Sometimes, who knows? Sometimes just go and pull your luck. Try your luck. Go and sheep not get the same luck.
You never try, you never know. Do not yourself into thinking that, oh, they already have their people, so they're not something. Don't do that. Put yourself out there. What's the worst that can be done? No. That's all they can say to you, right?
And the greatest thing you ever get from in that is at least I tried.
I tried.
It's better you try than not to do anything at all.
So they said, let me try. Ooh, my eyeball, the buffering. I am not going to wear glasses in Jesus' name. I am not going to wear glasses. I am not going to wear glasses in the name of Jesus.
But then start to eat more carrot.
Carrots.
Eat more avocado.
Oh, okay. For my eyes. So let me try if I can read this. ArcelorMittal Liberia invites highly motivated Liberians, high school, grade 12, and college students to apply for vacation jobs. There you go, guys. It's vacation jobs. So try it. Successful student will work for 1 month, August 1st to the 31st, in their prospective communities, including government agencies in the counties. The objectives of the ArcelorMittal Liberia Vacation Job Program is to provide students with the opportunity to acquire hands-on experience in areas of work that are important to their development as future leaders of Liberia. In addition to helping them to earn an income to support their education to meet other personal needs, the program exposes students to community service and instill in them a sense of national pride and commitment to support national development. Okay, so they say who can apply? The vacation job program targets students at high school and college in Grand Bassa. I knew it because that's that, something areas. Grand Bassa, Nehemiah, and Bon County, who are between the ages of 17 to 35 and possesses the following characteristics. Must be a high school. You just said it. Wow, we're going back on the must be a high school student, highly motivated with excellent people in networking skills. Okay, willing. You should have people in networking skills. You should be willing and able to work in a difficult environment, in and out of their usual places of resident and local community. High respect for and awareness of health and safety rules and processes and processes. High degree of responsibility and integrity. Innovative, creative, and problem solver. How can you apply? All applicant must submit their following documents: letter of introduction, complete an application form, letter of attestation from high school or attestation from high school and college, two recent passport size picture. Okay, I thought you said passport. Most recent reports card or transcript from the last institution attended. Send a seal envelope with something to the okay, send it to that. If you're from Grand Bassa, send it to the Grand Bassa office CEO, Nehemiah County and Bon County. The deadline for this application is Monday, Monday, July 28th. No phone inquiry to a settlement Liberia. So, guys, I wish you could see this thing for you to screen something, but you can go online, go on Facebook, you'll see it there. I just brought it up. I thought I wanted to do a little good. I don't know if the people are in Liberia, if they're still up, but if you are here and you have family in those areas, please tell them about this vacation jobs, student vacation jobs. It's a good opportunity because in these things, family, once you have, I think once you've done this with them, you have a better chance of getting hired with them. You never know, right? When you graduate or when you're in college, when you have a better chance when you have permanent position open to get hired by them. So I think people should take advantage of it. Try your luck or try your blessing. I don't believe in luck. I believe in blessing. If you didn't get picked, maybe it wasn't yours in the first place. But always try, to do it. Don't shut yourself and say, they will not hire me. They already got the people there. Something. No, go try. You never know. God might shine His face on you. Please, I just brought out and I thought I'd share it with y'all. So, family, go ahead. Let's do our closing and get out of here.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I know I always be running late, but it's always
I don't know what to do with y'all anymore.
I know. Say you know what to do with me, but
not just you.
I will get it right, and
the whole claim.
We will get it right. We will get it right. We stay setting in. We stay setting in. So I just want to say thank you for the patience and the time every night or every day that you take up to come up here and speak to our people.
Brian
it's important. And I also want to tell our people in the comment section, and those of you who will come across the video at some point later, please make sure you do our three teams to always ask you to do. Make sure you leave a comment, say one or two things there so we can read next time. And you can like also, and then you can share.
Subscribe.
So we always tell you,
Subscribe on
say,
YouTube.
share. So we're also on YouTube and we're on Facebook. So just make sure you share as many times as you can to other groups. So we can also
Yeah.
invite, and you also free sometimes. And if you are moved by what we say here, and you want to be part of us, you want to come up and say one or two things, explain your story, speak your mind. You can just get in contact with us, and we can arrange it that you can come up here, and
bring CMC. Like
yeah.
I said, I was telling them earlier, family, that we are looking for 2 seditions because the one that we have, we already unpacked them. We're gonna pack them because they're not serious to come. There's nothing that to defend, right? There's nothing that to say. But the regular, rhetoric, and we're here for it. So they already know what we bring to the table, so they don't want to show up and have this fight. But the new ones that will come, they don't know what we bring to the table, so let them come. We want new, because we don't want to just say here and people be thinking, say, oh, this is a government supporter platform. This is not what this is about. This community for everybody. We are calling everyone to come up here and let's do this together. Not just, we don't want to be here and be acting like, or be looking like we're oppressing, which we don't do. We go in, we applaud what is good, and we talk about the bad. That's why I said we always here to talk about the good, bad, and ugly, right? We only praying for a lot of good in our country, but whatever comes our way, we talk about it. So we this group, we're on Expo Late Night. We had by 3 seditions with us. I guess they are camera shy now. George coming in once in a while. I gotta give it to him. He comes in once in a while. The other 2, they are camera shy for now.
Yeah.
When we get enough sedition on here 3, they will be camera shy forever, because the consistent ones will be the one that will be coming up. So we need other people. We need ANC. The ANC guy she's camera shy too now. So we need ANC, we need CMC, we need LPP. It's too rare that LPP guy.
So come on, guys, you come and let's discuss.
Yeah.
Let's talk this thing, and
make it fun when we all come together.
That reason together. We always gonna disagree, and we agree. You say your own, I say my own, and that's it. Yeah. So what a great show tonight. I also want to say thank you to John Hina, Bato, David, Coley, Tano, Kanyan, and Vasco Sumo. Thank you for leaving a comment for us.
Right.
That's the most important thing. At least you left a comment for us. So guys, this is how we come to the end of the day. I think I'm looking tired a little bit now.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna retire tonight and come back tomorrow. Yeah, but what a great show, man. What a great show.
Yeah, thank you guys. The one who are not commenting that we can't see your name, so give you a shout out. Thank you as well. We're not leaving you out. We only leaving you out because we can't see your names. That's why we're only giving shout out to people's names who can see. But thank you, and we pray that you'll be back here tomorrow. God bless you. God be with you and guide you till you come back tomorrow with us. And if you know someone who, like we said, like to, have that saying, if you're camera shy, you know someone from the other sides of the coin, tell them to come on. We're here. We'll just drop the link down. We all come here and talk. We all argue, disagree, to agree, and then leave the rest to y'all. And we might, I'm not sure, because we're supposed to have him tonight. Someone from the fire service, like we did yesterday from the ATN. What is it? What is the acronym again?
What?
NTA.
Yeah.
The NTA, right? Okay.
The National Transit Authority.
Right. So if you know someone, come in tomorrow. We might be here with the fire service, and then hopefully it'll work out. We might get him. We wanted to do the boss or the deputy, one of them. We're trying to get them to talk about the fire trucks today, what came in, and it's a good thing. You know, that's what all the fires we've been having across our country and stuff. We really want to talk about that, and we've seen this. And every time we say, "Oh, we don't have enough fire equipment, we don't have resources, we don't have no fire truck, we only got 2 fire trucks in the entire Liberia." I don't know if you're on the show or on Spoon when we're talking about that, and that was very disturbing to hear that. But seeing all of this now, and the president was pushing about maintenance, man, I love that because that is my concern as well, right? But what we've been seeing from our people, maintenance is key for me. So thank you. Let's retire for the night, and God's willing, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back here. So
something huge tomorrow we're gonna drop on you, but you have to come for it. Something huge.
Yeah. Thank you, and have a good night, everyone.